I think the last time that the act of ingesting something has made me physically ill is somewhere around the age of 21, if you get my drift. But I did not know that it was possible to mess up Italian food bad enough that it makes you violently ill. But hey, my girlfriend and I just got back from this local joint and I've been sick ever since. So if I seem a little bit off in today's video, I apologize in advance because I'm just really trying my best not to puke on camera. I'm pretty sure that it had something to do with the artichokes. It has become abundantly clear to me from reading several of the comments in the last couple of videos that I've published in the last few weeks that some of y'all live on a flat planet. And you're entitled to that opinion, it's fine. But if you do that stuff on the internet, then you're going to get made fun of. And that's the whole basis of today's videos. So if you're not tracking what I'm saying, there's a whole group of people out there that think that the recoil mitigating properties of a suppressor come solely from the fact that it weighs something. And I can't tell you how many times I have expressed this through this channel and other mediums that the math doesn't work, okay? If you add a weight to the end, then you can have an expected result due to the mathematical equations that govern the whole physical process. The physics doesn't make sense for what we get out. We get more than we would expect. And it's not an insignificant amount less. It's not just, oh, you know, experimental error and stuff like that. No, there's a measurable, repeatable amount of reduction that is in excess of what you would expect if you just put a dumbbell on the end of it. That's what we're going to do in today's video. Is we're going to shoot the gun suppressed, and then we're going to weigh the gun down with the same amount of weight and show you that that's the case. And there's one more thing I want to say. I'm not saying that everybody's strong suit needs to be math. I can do calculus. I choose not to because we have computers to do that sort of stuff. But in the United States of America in 2022, everybody is taught basic algebra. And if you look at this equation, pay attention for just a second. The weight is accounted for. Today's video is brought to you by Xidax. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have figured this out yet or not, but I'm a nerd. And the problem with me being a nerd is I'm relatively hard on stuff, and I'm also not always good at doing all the nerd things. So I have a guy that helps me do the computer stuff. As in, like, hey bro, I need to install some new components on my PC. Can you come over and help me out? I recognize that not everybody has access to a computer guy. So if you don't have access to a computer guy on call, then you might contact Xidax. The thing about Xidax is they specialize in high-end PCs, and it doesn't matter whether you're doing video editing like I do, or if you're trying to ultramod your Skyrim to turn your PC into a space heater. Xidax also has a lifetime warranty on parts and labor. That means that if your GPU with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty decides to take a dump at 13 months, then you're 100% covered. How do I say this without getting flagged on YouTube? Tech support can sometimes have foreign components. Xidax's tech support is based here in the United States. In addition to the support side of things, which can be fairly vexing on its face, Xidax also specializes in customization. So if you're looking to do something super innocuous or super snazzy, doesn't matter. Maybe you want some etching or some LEDs. Personally speaking, I need some lights on the machine to let me know that it's on because I'm deaf. The last thing I'll mention is, look, if you tried to shop for computer components right now, they're fairly expensive. Xidax does their best to try and shop around to find the best prices on components to pass on the savings to you. The good news is that some components have come down because, well, the Russians can't buy chips right now. Sale! So if you are looking for a new machine, whether you're trying to edit photos or if you're trying to figure out how buggy Warhammer 3 actually is, depravity reigns. You might want to check out Xidax. I have a link in the description box down below that you can use to go over to the website, and it tells them that I sent you. Special thanks to them for making today's video possible. So right into it, I weighed up the suppressor, and then I weighed out a congruent mass of pellets, lead pellets, into a baggie, and then I shot the thing suppressed, and I took the suppressor off, and I taped the baggie to the side of the thing. And using the same mathematical scheme that we did last time, only this time with equivalent weights, we ended up with a 13% increase in mechanical energy produced by the firearm fitted with a weight over that of the suppressor. 13% is not insignificant. But wait, there's more, because there's somebody typing right now. They're saying, Kurt, you're an idiot because you mounted that weight too far back. It's farther back than it would have been if there was a suppressor on the end of it, and that screwed up your balance characteristics. And because of that, you're going to have all kinds of muzzle flip and all that sort of stuff, and you're skewing those results towards what you wanted to show. And I didn't realize that I'm going to have to do another video off of this one, but my phone, not yours. I was misinformed. I did not realize that there were magical fairies imprisoned in the shell casings of your ammunition, that when they leave the barrel, they lift that barrel and cause muzzle flip. You see, I was completely clueless about this phenomenon. I just assumed that it was the physics that governs everything that happens on this planet that stated that muzzle flip was a derivation of recoil. I'm gonna have to completely rethink my life. What I did was I took the can apart, emptied it out, took all the baffles out of it, weighed up that body, and then I made up for the difference with another baggie of pellets taped to the outside of it so it would be congruent in weight to make everybody happy, right? We're using the Bowers 30T. One, it performed really well in our previous test, so I thought it would be a good comparison. And then also, and probably more importantly, is it's one of the only suppressors that I have that I can take the baffles out of. Because, to be completely honest, I just don't buy user serviceable rifle cans because I think that they're dumb. So if we run our math, what we end up with is a 25% increase over the suppressed state. Yeah. Now, I know that it's not comparable. I should have shot an unsuppressed replicate this day. But if we compare it, assuming all factors are equal, if we compare it to our original test, that 25% increase over the suppressed state is 12% more recoil than if there was not a suppressor or a weight on the firearm at all, comparing it to our original test data. And you're like, Kurt, how on earth could that possibly be? And I say, well, boys and girls, that's what we call linear compensator. Good for nothing but increasing recoil.